Greetings, fellow ukuleleans. Jeff Weinberger coming at you here with a new ukulele tutorial. Today I'd like to talk about a very popular song by the great David Bowie, one of his most well-known songs called Space Oddity. And it has some pretty easy chords. There might be one or two that we'll have to talk about, but I think for the most part you'll recognize the chords. But they happen in very unusual patterns, and sometimes the chord changes are a little fast. Couple of the strums we might need to talk about, but overall, well worth diving into this song. It's just such a classic tune. It's a song I well remember from when I was a kid, and it's nice to see that people of newer generations are getting into it too. So getting into the song, we start with an unusual chord called F major 7. It's not unusual for David Bowie and the guitar, but definitely unusual for the ukulele. Probably the best and easiest way to play F major 7 is to fret the 5th fret of your G string and the 5th fret of your C string, and then leave your E and A strings open to get this sound. It's beautiful, mellow major 7 sound. There is another way to do it, but this is going to be a little hard, so bear with me. It's going to be 2 on the G string. It's going to be 1 on the E string. It's going to be 4 on the C string, and it's going to be 3 on the A string. That's a finger twister, but it's roughly the same notes, but they're all on the frets instead of having a couple open. So I prefer this one just because it's a lot easier on the fingers, and it actually helps the ukulele ring a little bit better. I like the ring of it more. This one doesn't have quite as much sustain. In certain situations, that tough fingering would be okay, though. All right, so the intro of the song, when the song kind of fades in, the very first chords you're hearing there on David Bowie's guitar, his acoustic guitar, is F major 7 to E minor. And that's 4 times before he sings ground control to major tom, which is C to E minor. Ground control to major tom. Now we have A minor 7, and D7. Now the verse repeats. Ground control to major tom. That leads to the chorus. Ground control to major tom. You've really made the grade, and the spaceship knows you've some way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much. She knows. Tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. So we'll stop there. I want to backtrack a little bit and show you what was going on. We had the verse twice, C to E minor. Again, ground control to major tom. Now A minor 7, D7. And then we repeat that whole thing. Once we've repeated that whole thing, we're done with the verse. Now moves on to the chorus. C, ground control to E7. You've really made F. Now we get into F minor to C to F major. And again, we have F minor to C to F. In case you don't know it, F minor is 1, 0, 1-3. Great chord to know. Very nice use of an F minor chord in this song. I always love that when a composer will take a song that's in the key of C and have, instead of an F chord, or in addition to an F chord, have an F minor chord. That's the old Beatles 4 minor trick that I've talked about in previous videos, but David Bowie really uses that to the max in this song. It's very, very effective. At that point we have, and I'm floating in my tin can. So that was F major 7 to E minor across the world. Now for the first time in the song we have the B flat chord. Planet Earth is blue, which is 3, 2, 1, 1. Planet Earth is blue, that's E minor. And there's nothing, is G, I can do, is F. Then we get to the Spanish part. That's what I call it. I don't know what David Bowie called it, but it goes like this. So to do that, we first need to learn the chords, and then we'll learn the strum. Chords: C, F, G, and A. A being 2, 1, 0, 0. Not very hard chords, it just changes kind of quickly, and it's an irregular pattern. So what we have there is a strum of C followed by a chuck. See? And then F on an up after the chuck. So strum down on C, do a chuck, and strum up on F. G, and then you just do 2 strums of A, both down. I precede the 2 strums of A down with an up strum of A. I forgot to mention that. So it could be, you can throw as many or as few chucks into this as you want. You can do no chucks. You can do maximum amount of chucks. Or just maybe 1 or 2 chucks. So that's the Spanish part. C, F, G, A, A. So after the Spanish part, we have a chorus, and that's followed by a bridge. This is the first time we've seen the bridge, and the only time that we see it in the song. But it goes, ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. Is there something wrong? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? So that was G, E7, A minor 7, D7, C, G, and then we get into this F major 7. It might be the guitar solo right there. So that was just F major 7 and E minor. Then we have Planet Earth is blue and there's nothing I can do. And of course that was B flat to A minor to G to F. We saw that earlier. The Spanish part happens again. Then they go into this long outro, this series of chords. I'll just run them down for you. It's F major 7, E minor, it actually goes to A, changes key, goes to C, goes to D, goes to E, and by then the record's faded. You don't know what key they go to next. We could guess that it would be maybe F, but who knows? Maybe they just cycle around. They do F, E minor, A, C. We'll never know because it fades out. That's the whole song. We need to get into the strum. You're probably wondering, well, you've showed me all these chords and you went over all the nooks and crannies of the tune, but you never showed us how to do the basic strum. So for ground control to major tom, that's the basic strum I like to use. I'll do it without a chord so you can hear it just as a rhythm. And here's what I'm doing. Down, 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 up, up, down. Down, 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 up, up, down. And then you can throw more after that. If you wanted to sneak in a couple more, you could do down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up. Here it is very slow. Down, 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 up, down, down, up. Here it is with the chords. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So that is the main strum of the song. You're going to use that more than any other rhythm in this tune. Each section kind of has its own unique rhythm, but that's the overriding rhythm that would take you through just about any section except for the Spanish section. And I will write that out in explicit detail so you can see the strum. I'll have the chords too. I'll have a nice scribble sheet for you of the chord progression. There's lots of other places you can get the chords. I sometimes agree and sometimes disagree with the chords that I see out there on the various websites where you normally go to get your chords, but we'll see. I'll put my version up there and you can compare it to other versions and see what you think. I'll let you be the judge of that. Alright, ukulele people, I'll give you everything you need down below in the comment section so you can click on it and you can get yourself a tab of this and whatever you need. This will all be free. I'm not going to charge for it. And of course, as always, I appreciate if you subscribe. I appreciate you clicking like if you like this video and click the notify bell. Be sure to visit me at Patreon. That's where I have lots and lots and lots of tabs and all kinds of stuff. It's only $1 per month or more if you want. If you want to leave a little more in the tip jar, that's fine. But basically $12 a year and you get unlimited access to every tab I've ever done for my YouTube channels. Okay, ukulele people, you take care and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.